Trevor here, coming to you live from the Shelbourne Valley. Got some books to return to the library, and just enjoyed 2 hours of guided tour of the Mt Tolmie community, and I really appreciated that. I learned a lot more about this area than I thought I already knew. I thought I knew a lot, and I did maybe, but not as much as I had yet to learn. Typically how these things go. Including some disappointing news. So I understand that the Shelbourne Valley Action Plan changed in some iterations over the years, and I understand that some people will lament that what was targeted for 4 stories will get redeveloped and it'll be higher than 4 stories. What I was very disappointed to see, however, is that there was this perfect more than a pocket park here on Christmas Avenue. Some apartment buildings on Shelbourne, and that's Cedar Hill up there, and Ophir. And this is like the bottom of the Shelbourne Valley. This is where the Bowker Creek watershed has its like lowest point until it goes quite a bit south of here. And I was sort of, disappointed to find out, and disappointed in myself to not have been aware already that this was sort of a last minute change in the Shelbourne Valley Action Plan that got amended, if you will, to allow for that property to become developed. Now, you've heard me talk about walk score, and I must say the walk score is pretty good. But it's also, like I said, this in a pretty steep valley area on either side, obviously. And so there's some concern that it's maybe just not a great place to put people, but also that it sort of created a natural sanctuary for migratory birds, ducks, that you would come there. People enjoyed that. And maybe more to the point, the community was promised a park, and now the community is definitely not getting a park there. I don't know, sounds pretty lousy. I suppose one could argue that land prices went up, and so the idea for Saanich to buy that parcel of land because it wasn't zoned park and they would turn it into park became prohibitively expensive. In which case one must shake their head and think, well, where were you when prices were lower? If you knew you wanted that as a park and it was in your very long vision of a plan, and the only way to make it a prices are always increasing, why didn't you buy it? Why didn't you do it when you should have? So anyway, there's a lot more that I learned about, including some of the public safety concerns in the area, brought about by the mean, terrible people that prey on the vulnerable people, and the vulnerable people who needed a place to go and ended up in this community. Nothing ill to be said by anyone about those vulnerable people needing a place to be, but unfortunately sometimes the services they need are not provided for, and they seek or become vulnerable to others. They have something for them. Anyway, I'm just walking back up to the library now, and then I will head on my way, pick up the kids, do all the fun stuff you do in the afternoon. Beautiful day, and walked around the Mt Tolmie community area. More to talk about when time allows. My arm's getting a little tired here, so from Mt Tolmie in Saanich, Trevor out.